Hey y'all, this your girl Amber, back about to do a would come out reading. Be mindful that this is just a general collective message, so therefore it can be for any sign. So take what resonate and leave what don't. First, I'm gonna use this tarot deck. It's called the Sea Coat deck, so we might find out what the full is and T is. Then clarify what this deck, the basic tarot deck. So what message or what's the tea for today that might be brewing hot? Somebody's in a disappointment. Things not going in their favor. They're just down, depressed about something. So why don't? Okay, somebody are in their feelings about somebody they have some type of connection with, some type of soul tie with, you know what I'm saying? And what could be affecting the dynamic is their beliefs. Maybe somebody, the way they maneuver and handle relationships isn't the same way that the other person do, so it may cause conflict and, you know, issues within the dynamic. Yeah. And then it may be in regards to, how can I explain, like, you may be in a connection with someone. It don't have to be like something exclusive or committed with it, but it's some type of soul tie there, whereas it's, how can I say, it's very manipulative, meaning someone probably could be playing mind games with you or just trying to keep you within the dynamic for their own reasons, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're not giving you any type of attention, no type of effort or anything in that nature. So it's like, it's really giving stalemate, it's giving one-sided. And most likely, it's probably either affecting you and this person mentally, whereas they're trying to figure out what's going on and what could possibly be done in order to fix this situation. Yeah, boom. So boom, okay. I feel like someone may be in a connection with someone, but then have a soul tie to someone else who may be possibly trying to be someone that they're not. Meaning, say for example, you talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, but this person have like past people or just people in their energy that's interested in them. So it's like, they probably know who you is or know of you. So it's like, they're basically trying to copy and move how you move in order to see if they can get the same attention from that person that you may possibly be in some type of connection or dynamic with. But this person most definitely is watching you, and you may have this person blocked. They might be watching you from fake pages, this and the fourth, but it's someone that's in either your energy or the person energy that you're dealing with that is trying to copy you. They're trying to move like you. And what's crazy, I had just did a message on my page on Instagram probably like 3-4 days ago about destiny swapping and monitoring spirit. So yeah, you most definitely have someone in your full energy that think they you or something. But this person may be maybe blocked. They may be watching you from fake page. Yeah, this person might even done block this person. The reason why they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on and why they see what they see in you versus in them. Yeah. Either you may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody that they're connected to is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But take resonate, leave what don't. But yeah, whoever this air sign is, they're trying to pretend to be you in order to get a nigga attention, and it's not working. It's actually backfiring because of the simple fact. Most likely 9 times out of 10, this person probably knows this is what's going on in the background, and it's probably why you got blocked. Yeah, because somebody's trying to control the situation to work out in their favor, and unfortunately, it's backfiring. But either way it goes, somebody is trying to destiny swap with someone because they feel like they are deserving of what you have. Whether it's your spiritual gifts, whether it's this person, whether it's this dynamic, either way it goes. They're trying to control the situation and work out in their favor so they can be the ones that take what you have. Yeah, like I said, they feel like this person is treating you way better than what they have been treated in the past. Because maybe this person did have dealings with this person, but it wasn't that serious. And then probably once they found out, you know what I'm saying, that they were actually dealing with you or whoever, that's when they start getting their feelings, try to do anything in their way. I mean, anything that they can to persuade this person to choose them instead of choosing you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're trying to steal your happiness and joy. Yeah, and what's crazy, this person probably don't even know that this person is doing this because they're very low key. They probably don't know a lot of people that this person that they're stalking or watching know. So they're keeping everything under the radar and low key because of the fact they don't want people to know that they're really trying to watch and learn to copy someone just to steal what they have. Especially if it's a dude or something. You have somebody that's very low key into themselves, whereas a lot of people wouldn't even think that they're probably moving the way that they're doing behind the scene because of the simple fact they don't probably look like they the type of individual to do so. But in reality, they're plotting behind the scenes to try to figure out how to get this person. Yeah, they're playing behind the scene. They're probably trying to play mind games, try to use different manipulative tactics in order to try to persuade or woo this man in, but not knowing, like I said, it's going to backfire because of the simple fact this person probably already know or have a hint that this person is trying to play mind games to try to reel them back in, to try to pretend to be somebody else that they're not. Yeah, and what's crazy is whoever this person is, they are talking shit, not just about the dude who they are trying to take from the other bitch. They talking about the bitch who is talking to the dude too. And what's crazy, like I said, don't nobody know that this is probably going on because it's probably happening behind the scene. And like I said, this person probably is very low key, whereas like I said, people don't probably expect this from this individual because they probably keep on like a poker face to not really know, to let people not really know how psycho they really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people, this person, they are a little lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because in fact, behind the scene, they thinking of all these type of ways to try to reel this man in, but to the public, to, you know, everybody, oh, they're just a sweetheart, this and that, but not knowing, bitch, they psycho. They be trying to play both sides, you know what I'm saying? Try to see which one for working, but not knowing everything that they're trying to do with somebody, it's going to backfire on them. Come apart. Yeah, because in fact, this person has let go of this situation. Like I said, it might have not been someone that they was in something exclusive with, and it was probably like a third party, you know, some convenience, something to do with it, want nothing to do, or even just when they was on bad terms with the person who they really did care, like with this and for. Get what? This person had let this person go who's stalking whoever, and that's why they're mad. That's why they're trying to figure out like what to do in order to get this man back, but not knowing the man have already let this person go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like they look detached, like they have basically detached from the situation altogether. Because in fact, one, they probably wasn't even into it as much as the bitch was anyway from the jump. So it's like this person probably had gained more feelings for the dude versus the dude having more feelings for them. Like I said, people talking people out of convenience when it ain't nothing to do. And I think this is where this person fucked that bad, talking to this person out of conveniency, because they didn't really know this person. They don't really know this person, because not knowing this person is psycho as hell. They're mentally ill. One more card. They ain't got it all. Yeah, and the reason why they're probably trying to get so close to this person, just because in fact this person is probably like a public figure, very popular in the spotlight, this and for, and not to mention probably the person that this person is dealing with is also some type of public figure in the spotlight, this and for, and that goes back to me saying somebody was trying to destiny swap with this woman because of the simple fact of this dude and her. They're both public figures, they're both popular, they're both in the spotlight, they both get a lot of love and support, and whoever the woman is that has been stalking, lurking out of disappointment and hurt, they want to basically be in the shoes of the person that they've been gang stalking. Yeah, because they think that I'm assuming based off like social media, things are lit. Like even with the dude, they probably have a lit life. You know, they always outside. They always have emotions on the dude, this and the fourth. And like I said, they always get a lot of love and support from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they want a piece of it. They want a piece of the pie. One more card. Yeah. And like I said, this person like that lifestyle. Whoever is trying to basically get in between two people, they like this lifestyle because guess what? They like to get drunk. They like to go out. They like to have fun. Guess what? They have sexual addictions. They have alcohol addictions. Whereas they think that this dude is also on the same type of time as them. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing that this person bad habits, this girl, whoever she is, her bad habits are very toxic. Like she probably used drugs and alcohol for coping mechanisms and shit like that. Same thing probably for this man, but at the same time it's like she's a little mentally ill, whereas she used it as coping mechanisms to get over hurt and disappointment, but it only makes it worse. Because she don't really know how to heal the proper and healthy way. So guess what? They go to sexual addictions. They go to alcohol addictions. They go to drug addictions. They can just do anything that they feel like can help them ease the pain. One more card. Yeah, because like I said, this girl think this person is rich. Well, they're probably, they probably having money, motion. They're probably very wealthy, you know what I'm saying? They ain't hurt by no man, but at the same time, she want a piece of the pie. So it's like, she really feel like whoever this man is dealing with, she is supposed to be the one that's in her shoes. Even if this man ain't dealing with somebody on the exclusive committed level, she know it's somebody that he is in his feelings about, or being vulnerable at this time. And guess what? She know it's not him. And like I said, the person that she probably been stalking and lurking because of this dude, she probably is also a public figure where she's popular. She has get a lot of love shown to her, this, that, and the fourth. And it's like she want a piece of the pie. That's where the destiny swapping come in at. And like I told my Instagram, bitches really be like that. You know what I'm saying? Bitches are really weird like that. I had a bitch like 4 years ago. I kid you not. The bitch know like I'm very spiritual, whatever. The bitch got on Instagram and started chanting with fruit gushers. She was chatting on Instagram in front of all her followers with fucking fruit gushers. Because it's in fact, she was trying to move how spiritual I am. She was trying to basically destiny swap me because of the dude who I was dealing with at the time. And she knew how strong the connection was between me and him. And she was trying to do anything in her power to break that connection at that time. You know what I'm saying? Even if I ain't talked to him in months, this and for guess what? She was still doing anything in her power behind the scene to try to cut that cord altogether, to the point that she even had to be a fake spiritualist in order to do so. Fortunately, it didn't work out in her favor. It backfired. That goes to show bitches are really weird out here like that. You know what I'm saying? One more card. Cause this tea right here is crazy. And what's crazy, I literally just said all this about 3-4 days ago on my damn Instagram. One more card. Yeah, because like I said, this bitch probably broke. The bitch is broke. She trying to make shit happen, trying to figure out how she gonna pay P to rob. Wait, what's the word? Rob P to pay Pan. Rob P to pay Paul. Yeah, the bitch broke. That's why. The bitch is broke. And she looking at the nigga as a money, like a way to get out of her broke financial issue. See what I'm saying? Go back to me saying, bitches be out here doing that type of shit because in fact, they be broke. They probably live on Instagram like they just having their way this and the four, but not knowing off Instagram they're penny because they're trying to figure out how to make ends meet this and four. Even though everybody's going through something right now, but don't try to persuade yourself as someone else, but not knowing behind the scene you're going through it, you're struggling, you're really a gold digger, you're really just trying to talk to niggas for money because you think they're going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, because it's the energy that I'm getting. And like I said, I feel like deep down this dude, he's not a dumbass nigga, you know what I'm saying? He be knowing when bitches just be trying to talk to them for their money, for his money, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he's not no broke nigga. So of course, he know how to use his intuition when it comes to putting two together when it comes to hoes, yeah. Whistleblower. You know what I'm saying? Goes back to me saying, he probably already got the rundown on the hoe. Because, like I said, it's not like this just a bitch that came out of nowhere. He probably already know who the bitch is, or aware of who the, you know, how she knew this and the four. And it's like, he already know not to trust the bitch. If somebody already gave him the word, or he already know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's ignoring the bitch like terms and conditions like these niggas do her. Okay? And if the niggas don't be ignoring her, 9 times 10 they probably want to fuck on her, not fuck with her like that, because in fact of how she carries herself. And it's another reason why she's probably disappointed in her, because she probably feel like every time she tried to talk to a dude, it don't never work out in her favor, because of the simple fact, you're trying to talk to the niggas for all the wrong fucking reasons, bitch. And then when it don't go your way, oh, now you want to act crazy, psychotic, this, that, and the fourth, try to get your way out of control and egotistical reasons, but not knowing it's still going to backfire. You can't be using niggas for money out here, because every nigga ain't green. Some niggas be green beans, but every nigga ain't no green bean. Fake flexing. Hello, didn't I just say that people be fake flexing like they having their way on Instagram and social media, this and important, but behind the scene, they begging it. Ooh, I got, they begging and shit behind the scene and shit like that. Fake flexing. That crazy. That is crazy. Be fake flexing on the social media platforms. All for a show. Like I said, this bitch probably be made up, you know what I'm saying? Be getting all this attention on social media. But get what? Fake flexing. Fake fucking flexing. Okay, trying to get in where they think they fit in, but not knowing. But people already done caught on. People already caught on. Yeah, like I said, this bitch is probably sleeping around for money, thinking that they can have sex with dudes for money, so, you know what I'm saying, so they can elevate. Gold digger vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this bitch is not faithful. This bitch is trying to talk to whoever who she think that is going to help her or give her money. It's not genuine. It's none of that. She goes from nigga to nigga, unhealed, just thinking that niggas are just going to give her money because she's letting them fuck her. But don't always work out that way. So at this point, you just sleeping around with niggas just cuz. You letting niggas eat your ass just cuz. You sucking niggas dick for nothing. And get what? Your friends ain't telling you telling you the real. Like, this bitch don't have no real friends around her. Maybe they on the same type of time as her, whereas they think everything that she doing, how she moving when it comes to niggas in general, is cool, but not knowing it's making her look even more worse and making her reputation look even more better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people need real friends in their life, because clearly this bitch don't have any. She looking for love. I mean, she ain't looking for love, she looking for help. That what Future said, right? Yeah, like I said, this person's a very lustful individual. She tried to prey on lustful individual who she think is lustful, so she can try to control them in regards to trying to get money out of them. It's giving gold digger vibes. Gold digger vibes. And like I said, either you may be the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that the dude is dealing with, that's the reason why this bitch is stalking, or the bitch that's stalking y'all is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the rest ain't Libra, don't. Damn. I ain't trying to say nothing. So, let me use this deck. So, we already done got a little storyline on what to see behind the scene. I mean, so, like, let's clarify these cards. Yeah, Ace of Cups came up in reverse. Yeah, like I said, this person probably was dealing with this hoe. But like I said, she probably was just undoing it wasn't nothing to do. And she thought it was going to be more than what it was. But not knowing, baby, you was just the fuck. He was just undoing it wasn't nothing to do out of conveniency. And that's, like I said, that's probably why she's been in her feelings. She's been hurt. She's been upset. She's been thinking crazy-ass thoughts. This, that, and forth. Oh, shit. Yeah, because like I said, she's in her feelings because whoever she has feelings for, she have gained the clarity that this motherfucker don't love her. He was just using her for pussy. And guess what? The lovers came out. So like I said, Gemini energy. Like I said, either you the Gemini or goddamn the nigga that you fucking with is Gemini. But either way it got. The bitch thought she was in love and she thought the nigga was in love with her. Yeah, Uno reverse that shit. It was never no love in this connection. Just sexual, lustful encounters, casual encounters. Yeah, like I said, there wasn't any love or any type of balance in this connection. Guess what? It was no real connection. It was all built off lies and manipulative games and tactics, you know what I'm saying? Because of money. A bitch really thought that just because she was throwing her pussy and her ass on a nigga, that he was just gonna be a green bang to just cut the check with her. Cause that's what it's giving, you know what I'm saying? That's why it was never no balance or harmony within this soul tie, because it's not even no connection. It was just a soul tie attachment. Because in fact, it was never genuine from the jump. Like I said, it was all out of convenience. Something to do when it wasn't nothing to do. But like I said, hell, the nigga was probably mad at his bitch, who he really loved, got feelings for, and that's when she came in the picture. The little gold digger girl. Might tell a joke, but I never tell a lie. Yeah, like I said, this person right now is probably like mentally unstable right now because of the fact, just because Four of Swords came up in reverse, they probably, because it is a Mercury retrograde this time, this person probably goddamn been going in, been very moody, just been like, fuck these niggas, just because in fact, mentally right now, she's very unstable. Because in fact, she really thought just by her throwing herself at these dudes, this, that, and the fourth, that things was going to work out in her favor. Whereas, it's like basically she was looking for a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? This probably like a little young hoe. You know what I'm saying? You know how these hoes do these days. You know, they be looking for a trick, looking for a sugar daddy, this, and the fourth, but like I said, every nigga ain't no green bean ass nigga. You feel me? Yeah, like I said, Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, she thought this nigga was a green bean ass nigga when it came to what they had going on. So she really thought that she could just get money out the nigga, but not knowing he ain't no green bean ass bitch. He already knew what was going on from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, he probably did get her money once upon a time, or once or twice, but even if it was money, it wasn't no big money. But at the same time, hell, I don't even feel like he gave her any money at all. So at this point, you're just really giving away your pussy for free, thinking that you're going to get the money. But whatever. Let's see. Yeah, this is a lot of air energy. So whoever, if this resonate with, either you got heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements in your chart, or your nigga do, or that bitch do. But either way it goes, air energy is through the fucking roof. Yeah, 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like I said, she just kept on trying to manipulate the situation by giving her pussy up or throwing herself at him, thinking that it was going to change things between her and him, but not knowing, baby, what y'all had going on, what y'all had going on. Meaning, if y'all was just fucking, that's all what was going on. It wasn't going to be no elevating. It wasn't going to be no next level in the relationship. It wasn't going to be none of that. Y'all was going to stay fucking. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, the ball was in his court, meaning 9 times out of 10, he's the one who cut you off. Because, in fact, he probably felt like you being too clingy, you trying to do too much, and this not that. This is not that. You know what I'm saying? This not that. This not that. This not that. It's not that. Yeah, because like I said, several Pentacles. She was trying to work overtime. The girl was working overtime to the point that the girl probably got down asking people for advice on how to get the nigga. Like, she was really working overtime to try to persuade and convince this dude to pick her, choose her, give to her. She's the one that's deserving. But not knowing this man already was attached to someone, already connected to someone. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, she didn't know that. Because, like I said, she probably came in a situation when him and that person wasn't on speaking terms or the best of times. And she really thought that he was her person. Fool the fuck out of you, fool. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse. That's what I'm saying. It's like you are Page energy and you thought you was going to get a cup. This person is not your person. So if a bitch is watching me, because I have bitches be watching my page, try to manipulate energy to make it seem like you know what I'm saying, they be the karmics or the third party, the other person be the karmic or the third party in the situation. Let me be the first to say, y'all, cross watcher. That person who you trying to take from whoever, baby, that's not your person. You can try whatever you want to do, and it's still not gonna work. You can throw as much pictures as you want to on the nigga, it's still not gonna work. It doesn't matter. But guess what? At this point, you hurt your own damn feelings. Because bitch, what? Yeah, because like I said, Queen of Cups. He is already connected to someone. And guess what? He thinks very highly of her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he wants to go against the grain when it comes to her. Just so you can be satisfied and pleased. It's not going to work. It was never going to work. Yeah, Ace of Wands, hello. And the Ace of Wands, you see the little one, like a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, you really thought that you want to fuck your way into an exclusive committed relationship with this nigga, not knowing you was just fucking. You was just fucking for nothing. Because like I said, it's not working out in your favor. Truth be told. So you just out here fucking for a relationship thinking that you fucking into a relationship gonna get you something. The Hermit in reverse, yeah. And it's like, because what I feel now, like I said, the dude kind of, it took him, I ain't gonna lie, it didn't dawn on him right then and there, like, oh, what type of time the bitch was on. It took him a minute. Maybe he had to uncloud his judgment. And, you know, I guess when he started just sitting down with himself and thinking, like, what the hell he doing, you know what I'm saying, and why the reason why he doing this and for, he had to realize, like, yeah, let me cut this shit off. Because this is not that, and I don't even like this person for real. You know what I'm saying? Goes back to saying niggas be talking to people for conveniency. Then boom, in reverse, yeah. Because, like, this bitch probably still immature. Like I said, I feel like this is a young bitch. You know what I'm saying? In her early 20s, this 24, don't really know no better. And it's like she is still going through her own karmic cycles. She's going through her own lessons that she have not clearly learned. And guess what? If she was to continue to try to attach herself to this dude, because she probably still is, but I know he probably ignore her. she was going to take him down with her, meaning that he was going to have to be the one that relearn all these other lessons and be stuck in another karma cycle, because in fact, she's already stuck in one. Yeah, like I said, it's like the jig is up. Everything has been revealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, how people been moving, the reason why they moving this way. Like, people are really, especially these bitches, like, bitches are really in gold digger energy right now. And they think that a certain dude is their meal ticket. But not knowing, the nigga ain't even fuck with y'all. The nigga don't even fuck with y'all like how y'all think the nigga do. So guess what? He already connected to someone that he actually do care for and actually have genuine feelings for. So, yeah, that's what I got from that. But like I said, this was just something that just came out. So if this resonates with y'all, take what really would, don't. But baby, somebody has a gold digger in their energy, and guess what? They are highly upset that they got cut the fuck off. And guess what? They mad at the fact they got cut off for another bitch, but not knowing the bitch was already in the picture. Unfortunately, her and the dude was just on bad terms, and she thought that was her way to get him down, but not knowing it's backfiring. So yeah, take what resonates, leave what don't.